Howdy, my name is Joseph Vitek. I am a retired Air Force enlisted individual. I worked military contract, all told, about 46 years since I graduated high school from the heartland of America. I am making this video because I am concerned about the events that have transpired in the world, actually, especially in America, regarding the attempted insurrection and the disqualification of a candidate based on engaging in the attempted insurrection. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything other than the fact that insurrection is the most serious crime you can commit as the President of the United States. As a military member, we take an oath. We swear to uphold and protect the Constitution. That's our job. And the President takes a similar oath, only more detailed. But the fact is, their number one job is to protect and uphold the Constitution. Attempted insurrection would be considered the worst crime that a president could commit. The reason I am concerned about what's going on is two states have already disqualified him from the ballot, or this person from the ballot, and I'm not going to name names. I commend these two states, by the way. Anybody that has attempted insurrection and a court has deemed that they are, or there is enough evidence to go to trial, you're in a catch-22. What do I mean by that catch-22? Well, from the time they say there's enough evidence to go to trial to the time it actually goes to trial, that period of time is what I refer to as a catch-22. Our forefathers were very particular in the words that they put in the Constitution and and when I say forefathers, I don't just mean the initial authors of the Constitution. I'm talking about even the amendments down the line. As with regards to this particular amendment, the 14th Amendment, I am saying that they are forefathers. So don't nitpick me, I care about my country. I'm a patriot, and I am saying this because I want people to understand something. When you commit this crime, you are trying to overthrow a democratic election. When you do that, you are acting similar to those folks in history that have just tried to take over countries as either dictators or in an authoritative manner. You can't overlook this. This can't be overlooked. I didn't serve my country all these years to see some dictator or some person become a dictator in my country. The president has the most powerful position in our country, even maybe the world. When you elect that person, you need to elect them based on character, on whether or not they can be trusted. Do you really think he can be trusted? This person can be trusted after what he did. Like I said, the courts found enough evidence to take him to trial. That catch-22 is what I'm referring to. The Supreme Court, by the way, needs to take this case immediately. All other cases don't mean jack diddly compared to this case. If they don't take this and rule on it right away, they're derelict in duty. That's how important it is. We're all watching to see what happens. And you know what? It would behoove them to do that because, hey, if he does get elected, because there's so many people who are not thinking straight here, he could actually abolish all kinds of things by writing executive orders and what have you. I know, in order to abolish the justice system, you have to have Congress and all that. Yeah, I got that. But he has proved that he will act in a certain way by pardoning people that shouldn't have been pardoned. I mean, by playing favoritism. Come on, really? I'm an independent. Always been an independent. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. And the whole reason I'm an independent is because when it comes to striking that ballot, my vote on the one office, the president, I am electing them based on character. Bad character is what I'm trying to avoid. If I see somebody with bad character, I'm not going to vote for him. Now, in this last election, we had. I'm not gonna say we didn't have much of a choice. We really didn't have much of a choice, and I got a feeling this next election it will be the same problem. And I am not a fan of this two-party system at all. And I'm not a fan of people who are, I am voting straight party line, no thinking whatsoever, no evaluating character, no nothing. Americans, we need to be smarter about all this. We need to, how do you say it? We need to make sure we elect somebody who we can trust in that office. That person as what we've seen, can actually put themselves above the law. Can't put somebody in there with bad character. Like I said, they wrote in that 14th Amendment, the engaged. They didn't say convicted, they say engaged. Now, I would say an attempted insurrection is engaged when the court has already found there's enough evidence. That court that found that there's enough evidence, do you think that was a Democrat or a Republican? Come on, man. Look at this for real. Don't put somebody in office. Don't do this. And any candidate who says or disagrees with what I'm saying and says he should be on the ballot or this person should be on the ballot, they don't deserve to be on the ballot themselves. They're not smart enough to take that office. They're not smart enough to realize the ramifications that will occur if he gets into that office. We're a beacon for the whole world. We need to be smart. Please, let's before I end this, and I'm doing this for the first time, so believe me, I'm not reading from a script. I don't have an outline. I don't have anything. I mean, I'm kind of like herky-jerky, and I'm sorry about that, I don't have anything on the walls. This is my wife who passed away last year. And my kids, that's a picture of them. And I took all the other family pictures out of there and all the other pictures because I don't want people, because I know there's haters out there. I don't want anybody, going, after anybody. That's me, because they don't like what I'm saying. And I'm sorry if you don't like it. I just want everybody to understand things. I went to school at UNLV when I retired from the Air Force, and my professor in political science on the first day, he asked the whole class, why do we have government? Oh man, everybody had these answers, and good answers too. And he said, those are all good answers. He says, but the truth is, people can't be trusted. And the reason we have checks and balances in the government is because people in the government can't be trusted. And if you can't put somebody as the president, the top position, and you don't feel like you can trust them, you should not be voting for them. And if they have tried even remotely to overthrow the election, that's the worst crime ever. You can't take that risk. Please don't take that risk. And if you don't like what I'm saying, just blame me. Blame Joe. And I'm going to start doing this for all kinds of things. Um, but that's enough for this. I don't want to banter it anymore. Take care of yourselves. Bye.